Hello my YouTube beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing with a new palette from LASplash Cosmetics. This is called the Golden Gatsby palette. It's so reflective and fun. If you are new to my channel, I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and be sure to hit the big thumbs up button if you are enjoying this video while you're watching. So this palette is $28. I got it off of Ulta. It says that it has 10 high impact shadows ranging from ultra matte to festive foils. The foils are what I'm interested in, to be honest. Here's what it looks like. So stinking pretty. I love the front, and then on the back it says, "Darling, it wouldn't be a party without you." Now these shades just completely took me back. They looked, at least online, so metallic, so beautiful. Here is what the eyeshadows look like. Gorgeous. On this row we have all of the really pretty foiled shades, and then on the top it looks like they're mainly mattes with a little bit of like shimmer shades. Mine did come a little cracked, as you can see in these two shades right here. Hopefully that's not an issue. My Ulta package when I got it was a little messed up. It looked like it was just thrown around a room. This palette does come with a mirror, which is awesome. I think that's pretty cool. I will be swatching all the shadows just so that you can see up close what each of the shades swatch like. Okay, swatch time. The first row is French 75, Mary Pickford, Highball, Old Fashioned, and Mint Julep. Bottom row is Hotsy Totsy, Hotsy Totsy. I don't really know how to say that. Ritzy, Sheba, Zozzled, and Speakeasy. I am going to be doing the rest of my face makeup after I apply the eyeshadows in case they're super powdery and they just get everywhere. You have no idea how a palette is going to apply onto your eyes, and I don't want to mess up the rest of my makeup, so I'm going to hold off. This is the only eyeshadow primer I have been using lately. It's the NARS Tinted Eyeshadow Base, so that's what I'm going to prime my eyes with first. This adds a little bit of coverage to your eyes and is also like a really, really great eyeshadow base. Eyeshadows don't crease very much when I use this, but if they are bad eyeshadows, they're gonna crease anyway. And I'll set it down with the Maybelline Superstay Powder Foundation. So how are you guys doing? Feel like it's been a whirlwind of life lately. Just a little update for you guys. Chris and I did start looking for houses. Gosh, I feel like life is just it's going so fast. What is happening? Ugh. We actually were under contract with one, and then it just did not work out. The seller was super sketchy, and we did not really trust the work that he did in the house. As of this morning, we did terminate our contract with him. Within the last 72 hours, we have put an offer in a house, accepted an offer, and terminated our contract. It was a crazy 72 hours. Let's start maybe with this shade right here. It's called Highball, and the names of the shadows are printed underneath the shadows, which I really like. So I'm going to take a big fluffy brush, go into Highball. I really don't know how pigmented these are. It is super exciting and fun looking at different houses. However, with that comes a lot of stress. Like, you're just constantly dropping plans to go look at houses because they could be gone the very next day, and it's just a whole thing. So it's been very stressful, but it's a good stress, you know. It's just something I've never done before. I never bought a house, so it's new to me and it's new to Chris. This Highball shade is blending really nicely. It's not too pigmented, so if you're new to using eyeshadows, I think this type of a matte formula would work really well because you're not worried about going too pigmented when you don't really know how the shades apply yet. But it's blending out really, really nicely. Yeah, I like that shade. I am so tempted to use like either these two shades right here or like the blue and the gold. You know what? We're going in. I am going to use the blue on my lid and smudge the gold underneath like my lower lash line and on my inner corner. We're going bold here. This is a bold palette, so you gotta go bold. So I guess I can probably do a mixture of like the green and the blue. Let us see how this goes, because I don't think I've done a look like this before. I'm going to take the shade called Mint Julep. I think these are all cocktail names, like Highball, Ritzy, Sheba, Zozzled, Speakeasy, Hotsy Totsy, French 75, Old Fashioned. I like the theme of the palette. So I'm going to take the shade Mint Julep. I don't know how pigmented this is, or really how well it goes with the blue. Here's to trying new things. This for sure is not going to match my yellow shirt. The goal is to not look so like sick from this green shade. And it's actually swatching like on my lid a little bit darker than in the actual pan. And I'm bringing the green a little bit higher. Then I'm going to do kind of like a harsher cut crease kind of with the brown, but I still want to be able to see that green up in my crease. There we go. Now let's take this dark brown shade called Old Fashioned, put that really densely into my crease, and I'm going to try not to go above that green shade. So I'm just keeping it in my crease right there. Do I have an eye on my contact? That it made no sense. I meant to say a hair on my contact. Well, whatever it was went away, I think. Ooh, this is looking cool. And go in with that green one more time. Make sure that you can still see the green like above the brown. I think that's enough in the crease. It's pretty dark. Let's take the shade Zozzled. It's the bright blue right here. I guess I don't really have a flat brush to do this with. All right, so let's take the finger. That is really, really pretty. LASplash did not come to play. This is gorgeous. And I'm glad I did this before the rest of my makeup because it is falling onto my face. That is such a gorgeous shade. This is gonna be a cool look, guys. Went too high on this side. All right, go back in with no more product, but this is the brush I used the dark brown with. Just kind of blend out the edges here. Just pop this right there because we lost a little bit of that glitter. Oh my gosh, this is such a pretty shade. All right, I'm gonna take another fluffy brush and dip into the black and put that in the outer V. This is the shade called Speakeasy. All right, that did like something. I'm going to take a micellar water like cotton pad thing. I always use the Bioderma micellar makeup removing. It's this. And I like the one that has a little pump right here. This, just wipe it off my face. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup. I will be back to finish up the eye look. So I have the rest of my makeup on. I want to jump back into using the palette. And I gotta say, I have not done a super dramatic, like dark look like this in so long. And it's very weird. I'm like, who is this person in the mirror? So I think I'm going to take this right here, this beautiful shade, and put it in my inner corner and maybe, just maybe, like feather it into this bronzy shade right here. We will see. I'm going to be taking a little tiny eyebrow brush and dipping it into this gold right here. I'm going to have it in my inner corner and like right underneath my lower lash line right here. Wow, this is a pretty color. Then I do want to add a little bit of that bronze shade right next door, the one called Sheba, and connect it to that gold. Then I'm going to add a little bit of the black at the very outer edge. The bronze is definitely not as sparkly as the gold shade. I'm having to build it up a little bit more. Then I'm going to take another angled brush and put the black on the outer edge of my eye. I am bringing this up a little bit. I'm going to take this shade called a French 75. It's like a brow bone highlight shade and put that on my brow. Let's use this flat brush. Now let's add some black eyeliner. This is the Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Liner in the shade Sleek Onyx. I feel like a peacock. I'm gonna add my mascara to finish off this look. I freaking love this look. It's stuck in my hair. I love this look so much. It is so dramatic, so in your face, so Gatsby. I think that if you are looking for a palette that gives you a good range of really nice transitional mattes, and also like the pink, the gold, the bronzy shade, most of the shades in this palette are very neutral, and I think that the formula is so good. The mattes blended amazing. The foiled pigments, you guys, are like insane. My eyes are so glittery and sparkly. I think this palette is totally worth it. So if you have not picked it up already, you definitely should go try it out because I really love the shade range in here. And honestly, I don't have a palette that looks like this as far as the shades go, and even the formula. Like, this is just a very good, affordable palette. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.